Yeah, good evening. Thank you for joining us today. Today we have with us an art of living expert and an officer of the Vedic Dharma Sansthan. So let's start. So the government executive program has been described as a flagship offering for Indian government organizations. What inspired its creation and how does it address the unique challenges faced by public servants? Yes, Shagurdev, thank you for joining us. The GEP was born out of a recognition that governance in India is undergoing significant transformation. Public servants face immense pressures from tight deadlines to familial and social responsibilities that can impact their health, morale, and overall efficiency. We realize that change begins at the individual level. By addressing personal well being, we empower public servants to perform better in their roles, which ultimately enhances organizational effectiveness. The program blends ancient wisdom with the practical tools, creating a holistic approach to professional development. So, can you elaborate on the structure of the GEP and what types of activities and teachings does it include? Yes, the GEP is designed as a comprehensive training program that combines various techniques such as breathing exercises, meditation, and stress relief methods. We also focus on skill building workshops that cover areas like conflict resolution, emotional intelligence, and team dynamics. The sessions encourage interactive learning through group activities, role playing scenarios, and discussions, allowing participants to relate these concepts to their daily challenges. Our goal is to create a safe space where public servants can express themselves and explore personal growth. Now, how has the response been from government organizations that have implemented this program, and are there any specific success stories that stand out? The response has been overwhelmingly positive. We have worked with numerous departments, including the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Defense Ministry, among others. A notable success story comes from a police department in a major city where, after implementing the program, officers reported a significant decrease in stress levels. They also noted improvements in teamwork and community relations, which is crucial for their work. Participants have shared how the tools learned in our sessions have not only benefited their professional lives but have also enriched their personal relationships. Now, that's inspiring. Can you share some statistics or feedback from participants regarding the impact of the GEP on their work, environment, and personal lives? Absolutely. Our internal feedback mechanism indicates that over 90% of participants feel more energetic and experience reduced stress. They report improved mental clarity and focus, which are essential for effective decision making. Moreover, more than 80% believe that the program contributes to creating a positive work environment and encourages ethical behavior. Many have shared that they feel more prepared to tackle challenges and that their interpersonal relationships with colleagues have improved significantly. Now, how do you ensure that the teachings resonate across different levels of government and with diverse groups of people? The beauty of the GEP lies in its universality. Our teachings are rooted in timeless wisdom that transcends barriers of religion, caste, and socioeconomic status. We tailor our approach to suit the specific needs of each group, considering their unique challenges and dynamics. Whether it's a workshop for senior officials or training for frontline workers, we adapt our content and delivery style to make it relevant and impactful. Now, what do you envision for the future of the government executive program? Are there any expansions or developments planned? We envision the GEP becoming an integral part of the professional development framework for all government employees. Our goal is to expand our reach to even more departments and create tailored modules that address specific sectoral challenges. We also aim to integrate technology such as online workshops to ensure accessibility for all. Ultimately, we want to create a ripple effect, fostering a culture of well being and efficiency within the public sector. Thank you for sharing these insights. As we wrap up, what final thoughts would you like to leave with our audience about the importance of personal well being in public service? I would emphasize that personal well being is the foundation of effective public service. When individuals are healthy, balanced, and fulfilled, they are better equipped to serve their communities. The challenges faced by public servants are significant, but by investing in their personal development, we can transform not only their lives but also the organizations that they represent. Each small change contributes to a larger shift towards a more compassionate and efficient governance system. Thank you for this opportunity to discuss our work. Yes, let's dive deeper into the specific aspects of the Art of Living programs tailored for government officers. So, can you elaborate on how these programs differ from traditional training methods typically used in government organizations? Traditional training often focuses heavily on technical skills and knowledge relevant to specific roles. While that's important, the art of living programs address the holistic development of individuals. We emphasize soft skills, emotional resilience, and stress management, which are often overlooked. Our approach encourages self reflection, mindfulness, and collaboration, fostering a deeper understanding of interpersonal dynamics. This is crucial in government roles where teamwork and communication are key to effective service delivery. Now, how do you incorporate the concept of mindfulness into these programs, and what benefits have you observed from its application among participants? Mindfulness is a cornerstone of our training. We introduce practices such as meditation and breathing exercises that help participants develop awareness and presence. This not only reduces stress but also enhances decision making and creativity. Participants report feeling more centered, which allows them to respond to challenges rather than react impulsively. Many have shared that mindfulness has improved their ability to manage conflicts and foster better relationships with colleagues and the communities they serve. That is fascinating. Can you discuss how the program supports emotional intelligence among government officers and why is this particularly important in their roles? Emotional intelligence is crucial in public service as it enhances empathy, communication, and conflict resolution skills. Our program includes exercises that help participants recognize their emotions and the emotions of others, facilitating better understanding in their interactions. This is particularly important in government roles where officials often deal with diverse populations and sensitive issues. Participants find that improved emotional intelligence leads to more effective public engagement and a more compassionate approach to service. Now, you have mentioned that the programs have received a positive feedback. Can you talk about any specific metrics or tools you use to evaluate the effectiveness of the GEP? We utilize a combination of qualitative and quantitative feedback mechanisms. Pre and post program surveys help us gauge changes in participant stress levels, job satisfaction, and interpersonal skills. We also conduct follow up interviews and group discussions to gather insights into how they are applying what they learn. Additionally, we encourage organizations to monitor changes in workplace morale and productivity metrics, which helps demonstrate the broader impact of the program on organizational health. Now, that sounds comprehensive. In terms of long term impact, how do you foresee the GEP influencing the overall culture within government organizations? Yes, we envision the GEP fostering a culture of wellness, collaboration, and ethical behavior within government organizations. As more officers adopt these principles, we expect to see a shift towards a more compassionate and effective governance model. The program encourages leaders to model these behaviors, creating a ripple effect throughout their teams. Ultimately, as we hope that the program will lead to a transformative change where public service is seen not just as a duty but as a fulfilling and meaningful vocation. Now, are there any new initiatives or collaborations on the horizon for the GEP that you can share with us? Yes, we are exploring collaborations with the education institutions and leadership development programs to integrate our methodologies into their curricula. This would allow us to reach a younger audience who are aspiring to join government services. Additionally, we are developing online resources and mobile applications that can provide ongoing support and learning opportunities for officers, ensuring that the principles of the GEP are accessible even after the formal training ends. Now, that is exciting. Lastly, for individuals who may be skeptical about the benefits of such programs, what would you say to encourage them to participate? I understand skepticism is natural, especially when faced with the new approaches. I would encourage individuals to approach the GEP with an open mind. The practices we teach are simple yet profound, rooted in universal principles that have stood the test of time. By investing just a small amount of time in personal development, they can experience significant improvements in their overall well being and professional effectiveness. The transformations we have seen in participants are truly inspiring, and I invite them to experience it for themselves. Thank you so much for sharing these valuable insights. It's clear that the government executive program has a meaningful impact on public servants, and we appreciate your dedication to this important work. Yes, let's delve deeper into the challenges faced by government officers today. What are some of the common issues participants report, and how does the Art of Living program address these? Yes, many officers face challenges such as burnout, high stress levels, and a feeling of being overwhelmed by their responsibilities. These pressures can stem from tight deadlines, political dynamics, and societal expectations. The Art of Living program addresses these issues by teaching stress management techniques, fostering resilience, and providing tools for better time management. For instance, breathing exercises and meditation help participants reset their mental state, allowing them to approach their tasks with a renewed focus and energy. Now, that's very relevant. How do you tailor the program content to suit different levels of government officers from entry level to senior executives? Tailoring the program is crucial for its effectiveness. For entry level officers, we focus on foundational skills like stress management and communication. For mid level officers, we incorporate leadership skills, team dynamics, and conflict resolution techniques. Senior executives, on the other hand, often require a focus on strategic thinking, ethical decision making, and fostering a positive workplace culture. We adapt our methods and exercises to meet the specific needs and challenges faced at each level. Now, can you share any innovative practices or new modules that have been recently introduced in the GEP? Recently, we have introduced a module on sustainable leadership which emphasizes ethical decision making and the long term impact of their actions on society. This includes discussions on sustainability, social responsibility, and how personal well being influences professional integrity. Additionally, we have developed interactive workshops that utilize role playing and simulation exercises, allowing participants to practice real life scenarios they might encounter in their roles. This hands on approach has proven to be highly effective in enhancing their learning experience. Now, that sounds engaging. How does the program incorporate technology to facilitate learning and connection among participants, especially in a post pandemic world? Technology plays a significant role in our current offerings. We have integrated online platforms or virtual workshops, which have expanded our reach and allowed for flexible learning. Participants can access recorded sessions, resources, and discussion forums anytime, fostering a sense of community even when they are physically apart. We are also exploring mobile applications that provide daily mindfulness exercises, reminders, and motivational content to keep the participants engaged and supported in their journey. Now, with such diverse backgrounds among participants, how do you ensure inclusivity in your programs? Yes, inclusivity is a core value in our training. We design our sessions to be accessible and relevant to everyone, regardless of their background. This involves using language and examples that resonate with a diverse audience and creating a safe space for open dialogue. We also encourage participants to share their experiences and perspectives, enriching the learning experience for everyone involved. By fostering an inclusive environment, we promote a culture of respect and collaboration. Are there any plans to expand the program internationally or to other sectors beyond government services? Yes, we are exploring the potential to adapt our programs for international audiences and various sectors, including education and healthcare. The principles of mindfulness, stress management, and emotional intelligence are universally applicable, and we believe they can benefit professionals in many fields. Our goal is to spread these teachings beyond government services to create a more compassionate and effective workforce globally. As we wrap up, what advice would you give to government officers who are hesitant to prioritize their well being amidst their demanding responsibilities? I would encourage them to view personal well being not as a luxury, but as a necessity for effective public service. Taking time for self care and personal development ultimately leads to better performance and greater job satisfaction. When officers invest in their well being, they become more resilient and capable of serving their communities effectively. It's essential to remember that a healthy, balanced individual contributes positively to the organization and society at large. Thank you for sharing such valuable insights. It's clear that the Art of Living programs are making a significant impact on government officers, enhancing not only their professional capabilities but also their personal lives. Thank you for the opportunity to discuss our work. We are passionate about empowering public servants to lead fulfilling lives while serving their communities. Together, we can create a positive change in governance. Now, let's talk about the long term vision for the government executive program. How do you see the program evolving in the next few years? A long term vision is to create a sustainable framework for ongoing personal and professional development within government organizations. We aim to establish the GEP as a standard component of training for public servants, integrating it into the onboarding process for new recruits. We also plan to develop advanced modules that focus on leadership in crisis situations, ethical governance, and navigating change effectively, skills that are increasingly vital in today's fast paced environment. That sounds promising. How do you plan to measure the long term impact of the GEP on organizational culture and employee satisfaction? We are implementing longitudinal studies to track participants over time. This includes pre and post program assessments as well as follow up surveys 6 months to a year after training. By analyzing changes in job satisfaction, retention rates, and overall workplace morale, we can better understand the program's lasting impact. Additionally, We encourage organizations to share their own metrics and success stories, which help create a comprehensive picture of the GEP's effectiveness. Now, you mentioned earlier the importance of ethical behavior in public service. Can you explain how the GEP addresses this crucial aspect? Absolutely. Ethical behavior is woven throughout our training. We emphasize self awareness and accountability, encouraging participants to reflect on their values and the impact of their decisions. Through discussions, case studies, and role playing exercises, we help participants explore scenarios that challenge their ethics and provide tools for navigating such dilemmas. The goal is to instill a strong sense of integrity and responsibility, which is essential for maintaining public trust. That's vital for public service. Now, can you discuss any specific success stories or testimonials from participants that highlight the transformative effects of the program? One powerful testimonial comes from a senior officer who initially struggled with work life balance. After participating in the program, they reported significant changes not just in their own stress levels, but in how they interacted with their team. They adopted a more empathetic approach, which helped to create a more supportive environment. Another officer from Rural Development Department shared how the program equipped them to better engage with the community, leading to more effective initiatives and improved public relations. It's great to hear these stories. How do you ensure that the teachings of the GEP are not just theoretical but also practical and actionable? We prioritize practical application in our training. Each session includes hands on exercises that participants can immediately integrate into their work. For example, we practice specific techniques for managing stress during high pressure situations, role play conflict resolution, and conduct group discussions that allow officers to share insights and strategies. We also encourage participants to set personal action plans, making the learning process highly individualized and relevant to their daily roles. Now, how do you adapt the program to address the unique challenges faced by officers in different regions or departments? Regional and departmental nuances are essential considerations in our program design. We conduct preliminary assessments to understand the specific challenges faced by each organization, whether it's related to local governance, community needs, or departmental objectives. This allows us to tailor our content and examples to be as relevant as possible. We also invite local leaders to share their experiences, enriching the learning process with the contextual knowledge. Looking ahead, how do you envision the collaboration with the other organizations or sectors to amplify the impact of the GEP? Collaboration is key to broadening our impact. We are actively seeking partnerships with NGOs, educational institutions, and corporate sectors that share our vision of well being and ethical governance. By collaborating on joint workshops, research initiatives, and community outreach programs, we can leverage diverse perspectives and resources, ultimately enriching the experience for all participants. This collaborative approach can create a more unified effort towards fostering a compassionate and effective public service. Now, before we conclude, what final message would you like to share with the government officers about the importance of their roles and the potential for personal growth? I would like to remind officers that their roles are not just about fulfilling duties, they have the power to make a significant impact on the lives of citizens. Embracing personal growth and well being is essential for fulfilling that responsibility. By investing in themselves, they not only enhance their professional capabilities, but also become more compassionate leaders. It's a journey worth taking both for their own profit and benefit and the communities they serve. Now, thank you for your time and for sharing such valuable insights into the art of living programs. It's clear that you are making a meaningful difference in the lives of government officers and by extension the communities they serve. Yes, I agree there. Now, let's explore the role of stress management in the government executive program. Can you elaborate on specific techniques taught to help officers cope with stress? One of the key techniques we emphasize is Sudarshan Kriya, a rhythmic breathing practice that helps reduce stress and enhance mental clarity. We also teach mindfulness meditation, which encourages participants to focus on the present moment, allowing them to detach from stressors and increase emotional resilience. Additionally, we incorporate practical time management strategies, helping officers prioritize their tasks effectively and avoid the feelings of being overwhelmed. That sounds beneficial. How do participants typically respond to these practices? And have you noticed any behavioral changes following the training? Participants often report feeling a noticeable shift after engaging in these practices. Many express a sense of calm and increased focus during their daily tasks. We have observed behavioral changes such as improved patience and enhanced communication skills. Officers become more proactive in addressing conflicts, and there is often a marked improvement in teamwork dynamics. Feedback indicates that they feel better equipped to handle challenges both personally and professionally. You mentioned earlier the importance of ethical behavior. How do you facilitate discussions around ethics and integrity during the program? We facilitate discussions on ethics through case studies and real life scenarios that public servants may encounter. Participants engage in group discussions where they analyze these situations, share their thoughts, and explore various perspectives. We encourage critical thinking and emphasize the importance of aligning actions with personal and organizational values. This not only reinforces ethical behavior but also fosters a culture of transparency and accountability. Now, have you integrated any new digital tools or platforms to enhance the learning experience for participants? Yes, we have embraced digital tools to facilitate learning. We utilize online platforms for virtual sessions, allowing participants from various regions to connect easily. We have also developed an interactive mobile app that provides resources such as guided meditations, daily reminders, and forums for participants to share experiences and insights. This digital approach helps maintain engagement and support between sessions, ensuring that the learning continues beyond the classroom. Now, in your experience, how does the GEP contribute to building a sense of community among participants from different government departments? The GEP fosters a strong sense of community through collaborative learning experiences. Participants often come together in group activities, sharing their challenges and success. This creates bonds that transcend departmental boundaries. Many participants report forming lasting connections which not only enrich their personal networks but also encourage collaboration across departments in their professional roles. This cross pollination of ideas can lead to innovative solutions and a more cohesive work environment. Now, with the changing landscape of public service, how does the program adapt to address emerging issues such as mental health awareness? We recognize the growing importance of mental health and have integrated specific modules that focus on mental well being. These include awareness sessions on recognizing stress and burnout, as well as strategies to promote mental health in the workplace. We encourage open discussions about mental health, helping to stigmatize the topic and promote a supportive environment where officers feel safe to seek help if needed. Our aim is to equip them with the tools to prioritize their mental well being and support their colleagues. Now, that's crucial as the program continues to evolve. What future topics or themes are you considering for upcoming sessions? We are exploring themes like resilience in times of crisis and innovation in public service. Given the rapid changes in society, understanding how to adapt and thrive under pressure is vital. We also plan to introduce sessions on digital transformation and governance, equipping officers with skills to navigate the integration of technology in their work. Moreover, we are considering more emphasis on sustainability and how government policies can align with global environmental goals. It sounds like the GEP is forward thinking in addressing both the current and future challenges. What role do you see leadership development playing in the program? Leadership development is integral to the GEP. We focus on nurturing qualities such as empathy, vision, and ethical decision making in our participants. Through workshops and mentorship opportunities, we aim to cultivate future leaders who are not only skilled but also compassionate and committed to public service. Our goal is to prepare them to inspire their teams and drive positive change within their organizations. Now, before we conclude, what message would you like to convey to prospective participants who are considering joining the GEP? I encourage prospective participants to view the GEP as an investment in their future, not just in their careers, but also in their personal growth. The tools and insights gained from this program can significantly enhance their effectiveness as public servants and their overall quality of life. It's an opportunity to connect with like minded individuals exploring their potential and cultivate skills that will serve them throughout their careers. Embracing this journey can lead to profound personal and professional transformations. Thank you for sharing your insights and experiences regarding the Government Executive Program. It's clear that you are making a significant impact in the lives of government officers, fostering not only their professional growth but also their well being. Jagrudev.